Hey, and we are back. I'm still so happy I made this. This is so good. So, hey, we're back. I've got a lot planned, and alright, I guess you could tell I was growing trees up here because I'm actually decommissioning the farm for a while because we've got a lot to do, and I've got a lot to explain what's happening. So, hey, look, we got another command block. We'll get to that later. So, before we do anything, first of all, I've spent a command block. Hey, we can do this actually. So I spent a command block, and it's a way to get quartz. So what we can do, we can get a block of quartz, and we can now make into nether quartz like that. That's pretty handy. We got a source of getting nether quartz. But you're probably thinking, spooks, you can't get nether quartz blocks normally. You have to go into the nether to get them, but if you do that, why don't you just keep doing nether quartz? And let me tell you, I figured out a way. So one of the villages is a stonemason, and stonemasons sell quartz as their final trade. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to farm villages, and we're going to get nether quartz blocks from him, and we're going to make that into nether quartz. To level him up, and to get emeralds from him, he buys iron. And boy, do we have a lot of iron. We have a lot of iron. Sweet, we got another elytra. This one was dying as well, sweet. He buys iron blocks, but he also buys stone. We're gonna need a lot of stone. And to get a lot of stone, we're gonna need a lot of cobblestone, and we're gonna need a lot of wood to smelt the stone. So I've come up with a plan. There's a lot to get through, trust me. We need a new source of fuel, because cutting down trees is getting really boring and tedious for me, and I feel like we can do other things. So, in these chests, I'm going to make another farm, and it's going to be a kelp farm. Because remember, we were growing kelp briefly over here, and we managed to get a kelp block. Now, these cook 20 blocks. In theory, I was watching some tutorials. In theory, you grow kelp to cook kelp to make into kelp blocks, which can cook more kelp, and it's just a continuous automated process. Easy stuff, easy sorted out. We don't need to worry about cutting down trees for fuel ever again. We can just focus on other things. So that would be a huge step in the right direction, and I really want to do it. So that's the goal. That's the goal for this episode. Make the automatic kelp farm. Now, we're gonna start off with like one little chunk. So it'll be like, 6 kelp growing at once. But as time goes on and we get more redstone from that and we get a whole lot of other stuff, it will grow and it will become more and more efficient, and we can get more and more kelp blocks in a small amount of time. Okay, now that's all out the way. So a couple of episodes ago, when I was getting some stone for, I think, the witch farm, I got a whole bunch of stuff and I never put it away. I know I showed you, but I never put it away, so I'm going to... Well, we don't have room. Alright. We can just put all that stuff there. But when I was building Voidbird, getting more stone for this, and planning everything out, we got a whole lot of stuff. We got a whole lot of stuff, and another elytra, which is good. I need to put this all away first, get out a clear inventory, so we can then, get cracking on that. So, I'll do that now. Okay, with that sorted, what I'm planning to do is increase the size of this place, because it's getting it's getting a little annoying walking all the way around to get to the witch farm, and this is going to be our main base of operations for the next while. Alright, sweet. Oh yeah, and another thing. I've realised a huge flaw in the witch farm. Witches only spawn if you're... Well, not witches specifically, but any mob spawning from a mob spawner will only spawn mobs if the player is close. I have to stand like right here for witches to spawn. And here comes some now? Yeah, here we go. A future plan will be getting the cobblestone generator and moving it right here. So when I'm mining cobblestone, AFK, witches will spawn. So what we can do now is we're going to need to expand this out a little bit more. just so I can choose where I can put the kelp farm. I'm going to want it to go all the way up. If I do it too close to the iron golem farm, iron golems will spawn on it. But because the mob spawner can only spawn mobs when you're close to it, I'm planning on having like a bunch of these all squished together closely, so I can just AFK in the middle of them all and they'll all spawn mobs. So we're gonna need to build this a little further out. Okay, oh, I just need to fill this in. Okay, so I'm going to be following a tutorial. Ooh. I'm going to be following a tutorial on how to set this up. So I'm going to do that off camera. Like, I'm going to set the cooking station off camera while I'll be setting up the normal one on camera, because the actual farm's easy to follow. It's just the cooking bit that I'm getting a little bit confused about. So I'll see you soon when this is all done. Alright, so that took a bit longer than it should. Well, this is basically the smelting system. It was like a little 20-minute tutorial, but it took ages to build. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works, because I sort of have an idea, but not really, but we'll see. So the kelp goes down into these hoppers, which goes down to this hopper with minecart. When the hopper with minecart is full of kelp, the comparator will realize and will send a signal drawing the piston back. So this will start going on its way. So the minecart with hopper will go along here and drop off 1 kelp in each of these 16 hoppers, which goes into a furnace. Now it does this 20 times, so there's 20 kelp in each. So there's 20 kelp in each furnace. Now keep that 20 number in your head because it will come back later. So it will keep it circling when it does that, and each time it will pass by this pressure plate, activator rail, whatever, which will alert this comparator. If it has stuff still in it, it will send a pulse all the way down to here into this redstone repeater, which will block this redstone repeater off. If it doesn't have any items in it, it won't send a pulse. This is a bit confusing. I'm trying my best to explain it. So this activator rail will activate this redstone. It will pump down there, and it will go into this. Since this is no longer active from the comparator, it will activate this redstone torch, and this rail will change, and then it will slide back up here, and it will collect more kelp, and the process will continue. These furnaces, they will cook the kelp. They will cook the kelp into dried kelp, which will go along these hoppers here, which will end up in this chest. Okay. So it'll all be here. So then we can craft it into dried kelp blocks, put it into this chest here, and we can activate the switch, and the kelp blocks will fill up in here. Now remember, 1 kelp block, I might turn this off. 1 kelp block can smelt 20 items. So the 20 kelp in here will all get smelted, so there will be no loss. That's how it works. Now, we have to build the actual farm. Now, I don't have the a tutorial open. I watched one and I kind of got the idea of it. So, let's give it a shot. So if this does work, which I'm hoping it will, I will make... Oh man, my inventory is full. Yeah, so if this works, the kelp should be coming out of there, going into that hopper, and then sliding along here. And we'll be getting some kelp to cook. I just need to do something quickly. 2, 3. 13 there. So yeah, I think that's all for this episode. We got a fair bit of stuff going. I don't think this was the most how should I say it? Most jam-packed episode, because I spent most of my time, I'm pretty sure, building this, and that was off camera. Yeah, if this works, I'll build the rest of this off camera, and then we can start to work on other things. Other things, by I mean more redstone builds. I'll probably be spending a lot of my time grinding, getting the redstone from the witch farm. But next time, what I want to do is I want to get a whole lot of cobblestone. And that's not just, you know, mining cobblestone from the cobblestone generator. We got a fair bit of slime blocks, and we got a fair bit of TNT. And we got some lava as well. What I am thinking is we should make a TNT duplication machine, but have it hooked up to a cobblestone generator, so we get infinite cobblestone without needing to mine it ourselves. We do that, and since we got this, we'll be able to produce as much stone as we want. And with that stone, we can make stone bricks to expand the island, and we can use that stone to sell to the villager to get quartz blocks. And then with those quartz blocks, guys, I will be making some, oh, that's not zoom, that is some comparators to make with the automatic storage system. That's the end goal. That's the end goal of what I want, because I'm getting a whole bunch of random stuff and I don't know what to do with them. And, you know, sorting items is going to be a pain. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably have 3 more of these farms set up, if this works or not. And we'll get to work on that cobblestone generator, TNT duper sort of thing, so we can get into the business of sorting out our items without needing to sort them out ourselves. See you next time, guys. This is Spooks out.